We're doing something a little different today. Margaret and I had a chance to sit down late at night and chat about some favorite parenting movie moments. We're calling it Parenthood Prep After Dark, so stay tuned. Just as a heads up, the recording quality isn't as good as we usually do because we were recording together in person. Exciting. And we haven't actually nailed that down yet. So I appreciate your patience, but it should be worth listening to and hopefully not too annoying. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Parenthood Prep, the only show that helps sleep-deprived parents and overwhelmed parents-to-be to successfully navigate those all-important early years with their baby, toddler, and child. If you're ready to provide the best care for your newborn, manage those toddler tantrums, and grow with your child, you're in the right place. Now, here's your host, baby and parenting expert, Devin Clement.
Hello, good evening. This is the first edition of Parenthood Prep After Dark, which was a great idea that Margaret and I had after half a glass of Prosecco Rosé each. Oh no, Brut Rosé, we're fancy. And yeah, we're here together in person at Margaret's house with her dogs and cats and
with all of my folks.
child
babies,
sleeping.
my sugar britches.
What do you want to talk about?
TV always.
I mean, same.
Every minute of every day.
We watched earlier the series premiere of The OC, which is a show that I have never watched.
And I only knew of it because I sat behind girls who would talk about it
That's fair.
in class.
That's
right?
fair. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's a great idea to say that our dear friend Kara
Yes.
is professing.
She's
Of course.
professorizing.
Yeah, she is the professor of a course that involves teen television.
And its influence on pop culture. And we heard about it, us two grown women.
Correct.
Almost 40 and over 40. And we were like, we need to take this class for our freshman seminar and please and thank you. Give us the syllabus immediately. We got notebooks.
Yeah, we literally have notebooks and the syllabus and the discussion questions. And so we
fully intend to do the final project.
Did we work today though? Yes.
Yes, obviously. And
we did our homework, studious as we are. So we watched the beginning of the OC.
which is, I guess, notoriously one of the best pilots of all time.
Yeah.
Which I was disappointed about because apparently the show is great for one season and then becomes very uneven.
Ooh. You know what? I got to tell you, that is a diplomatic way of phrasing that. And I appreciate that.
I mean,
Cheers to guy.
you know, I have a friend who is very insistent that when you cheers, you make eye contact.
Yeah.
And like stare directly at each other.
European.
But when they're Colombian, he's Colombian. And so when you're cheersing with multiple people, he's just staring at everybody with bug eyes, like every single person around the table. It's charming, but it's weird. So we're talking about TV and kids, babies in TV, and parents more specifically, because this is not a podcast for kids or babies. This is a podcast for parents.
Yeah.
And parents to be.
Absolutely.
So one of the, I think, most obvious examples from our media pop culture life of parents is Rugrats.
Yes.
Right? You got to see the parents, the kids. It was such, I think, a realistic portrayal in a lot of ways.
I think it was so every family.
Yeah.
Just everybody could see themselves in that neighborhood. You know how the Simpsons is Springfield, but you don't know if it's Missouri or Illinois or,
New Jersey.
I just kind of very much appreciate that aspect of it. Yeah.
Yeah. And, you've got the kids having their own adventures, but they really flesh out the characters of the parents.
Oh man, they're such real people.
Yeah.
They're really, really human. And And I love that. Like, I love being able to see you in what's the mom's name? Mrs. So Angelica's mom.
Angelica's mom. I only know this because I looked it up earlier. Her name is Charlotte. Charlotte Pickles.
That's right, Charlotte Pickles.
I know. The blonde ponytail.
Right? Just serving cunt.
Absolutely. Jonathan.
And I gotta tell you, Jonathan loved that shit. You know he did.
Oh my God, are you kidding?
No,
Jonathan was absolutely a twink.
Oh, this is what I'm saying. Sometimes you go into that mode, like socially, not to us, but to, people that we're working with or collaborating with or whatever, you get really in a mode.
Multiple friends have told me that when they are in my presence, when I am like doing a client call or a prospect call, they're like, I don't know who that was, but she was great.
Yeah.
Like, I forget what Wes called me, work Devin or something. But, back in the day, when it was really just me running the business and I didn't have my amazing team, if I had to talk to a client or somebody called me while I was at a birthday party or something, I had to take the call.
For sure.
So I was like constantly, stepping away, taking calls, taking emails. And I said all the time, I was like, I feel like Angelica's mom. She's like trying to be at the family barbecue, but she's just like walking away on her phone. Jonathan.
Listen. But Jonathan got shit done and they built that empire just like you built HFA, to be honest.
Correct. And she married a handsome blonde man with a kind heart.
Oh my God. And let me tell you something, who worshipped that woman. All the men in the Rugrats verse are such wife guys.
They really are.
You know what I mean?
I think it was a really refreshing twist from every 90s sitcom of grumpy, balding dad and like super hot, sexy mom. And they would bicker.
Yeah, they hated each other.
And just like, so unappealing.
Yeah, do not sign me up. In fact, unsubscribe. And if you send me anything else, I'm going to take legal action.
I'm going to return it. Like I want a husband who is going to make up songs about our sick baby while I'm like losing my marbles.
I wanted, you know what I mean? I want to see a satyr.
Right.
Oh my God. Anyway, I'm not going to get in.
Let My Babies Go. We watch it every year.
It's so good.
It's
legitimately
and
so
the
good.
Hanukkah episode, the Maccababies.
Do you remember the Maccabee foster kitties? Oh, this might have been 2019.
We had Passover ones this year.
Oh, no. This was, I'm thinking of these cats. These cats would be 5 years old by now.
Yeah.
Okay, I do just really quickly want to say that in the notes of this, that I took diligently for my job as a professional human being, that this says, Margaret calls the parents in Rugrats a queer platonic polycule.
Tell me what's wrong. Where's the lie?
This is what I'm saying.
Especially the twins' mom?
Correct.
The dad had that curly hair.
Howard, for sure. Yeah, Howard.
What was her name? Anyway, she was really, I think, maybe my first example of like an outspoken feminist.
Yeah, right.
My mother certainly was. She was not a trad wife or anything like that, but she was not wearing, sweatshirts with the female symbol and a sweatband.
There's no sweatband on that lady.
No.
No. She likes a good bang. She would never. Right.
It's true. She means hair bangs. I don't know. My mother might also like it. I don't
After
know.
Dark episode.
I don't want to talk about that.
Listen.
She has a crush on someone.
Wait, a human man or like
man.
Or a
He's in a band.
Of
He's in a band that we go see. Like at a local bar. A little old man band at a local bar. And
I'm 7 seconds away from either throwing the string in your maze or stopping recording to grill you about this. Are you fucking kidding?
He's married and his wife is lovely. And I think she just likes him because he's in a band, I
don't know anything about that. And I never have, and I never even would.
Mm-hmm. No, I was never a musician girly.
True.
You know what I liked? I liked a bartender. Like a good...
Interesting.
A good burly, like...
Ooh!
Good face, good hair, cracks jokes behind the bar, gives you a free shot every so often.
My terrible, horrible, no good, very bad situationship is, in fact, a barkeep.
So, okay, so yeah, I mean, they kind of are a queer platonic polycule. And you know what it is? They have so much community.
Absolutely.
I would love to see parents today bring their kids together on like a weekend day or whatever day and just fucking hang out.
Well, so pardon me while I expertly pivot, okay? Even in my cups, but like that legitimately reminds me of what we were talking about the nanny on Muppet Babies or her legs. I don't know.
Who I found out recently was played by Barbara Billingsley, who played June Cleaver, the ultimate housewife mom. Isn't that
Okay,
cute?
so you know these fucking Muppets are
Right.
being well cared for.
Right.
Which makes our point even more salient, which is that they threw them Muppets.
They had this playroom. It was safe. You know, they weren't sticking forks in electric outlets. They weren't breaking glass.
Age-appropriate toys.
They had age-appropriate toys.
Books.
They played. They used their imagination.
Yes.
They rocketed off to space or
They
whatever.
sang songs. They did their stuff, man. They worked out conflict.
Yeah.
They did all kinds. They comforted each other.
I miss that show. I used to watch it every Saturday morning.
Oh my God, it's the best. Listen, one of the best things about this new timeline that we're in, that I have decided that we're in, is the new Muppet Show. They're bringing back the Muppet Show.
Oh, also, there's a Miss Piggy movie
Oh.
with Emma Stone and Jennifer Lawrence. And when someone asked which one of you is playing Miss Piggy, they were like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah. Get out of here. What kind of terrible journalism school did you go to?
Miss Piggy is playing her goddamn self.
Wow. Imagine.
Yeah, so Muppet Babies, she would come in, she would check on them, you know, feed them.
We think she brought them food.
Yeah.
We think we remember that.
Yeah. But like they were left to their own devices. But the thing with Rugrats is that they would put the kids together, the kids would play, and also the parents were talking, socializing, hanging out. Maybe they were doing chores. This is one of my big like things I wish more people did is like just come over to somebody else's house with your kids and do chores together.
So shout out to our mutual friend, Mimi Lorenzo, who she and I used to do grocery shopping dates. I would have Hamish on my back, who legitimately, Hamish, as they are now just angel on this earth, on my back, as long as Hamish could like look around and be kind of present in the situation, totally fine, totally happy to hang. And, Mimi's baby was much younger. And so, also being Warren, and we would do our grocery shopping. And that was like, we might not be able to spend other time together.
Yeah.
But we definitely could spend that time together.
Totally.
And it was a great balm to the soul.
I love that. My experience is as a nanny, especially when I worked as a nanny or as a postpartum doula with moms who were not leaving the house to go to work.
Oh.
One, was a stay-at-home mom, but she had, 2 kids and some responsibilities and some stuff she would do. And so she had me just, there for extra hands. Honestly, you know what? I think people are judgmental of that, and I don't care. And one thing she said to me one time was that my husband has a big job and he commutes to New York, and he does not want to come home from work to me being stressed and exhausted from taking care of 2 kids by myself all day. So he thinks it's good that we have this so that everyone is in a better mood. And I'm like, you're goddamn right.
Absolutely.
But a good portion of our day was spent just like bullshitting with each other. Keeping each other company. She was lonely, whatever. And then I was, being a postpartum doula, moms in that early first few weeks, first few months, like that, maybe dad's back to work or other, partners back to work, whatever. And they're feeling like isolated and alone. I'm there to like hang out with you, talk to you. Like sometimes you want to be with your babies and I'm doing your dishes. And sometimes you want to, work on a piece of art for the baby's room because you're an artist and a creative professional, but you haven't been able to, use that. And I take care of the babies while you do. Or like my twin nanny client for so long that I really felt a lot of the time like we were just like 2 moms with our babies hanging out together. Like, oh, I'll make lunch for us today. Oh, yeah. I mean, obviously I was there to work, so I was not, taking breaks like she was, but like it was very much switching on and off I'll take care of this. You take care of that. Oh, you need to run out. Okay. Oh, you want me to go run an errand. And really the company was so important for both of us.
And this is introvert, extrovert. This is every vert.
It truly is.
I have gotten a ton of stuff done on this trip while you've been with me. That's true.
Well, especially because I think even for introverts, taking care of a small child is simultaneously so time consuming and so
boring. Yeah. It's genuinely so boring.
Genuinely so boring. Like,
it's very challenging when what you've been doing heretofore, even just as a person, if not in your profession, if you are a hyper intellectual person,
yeah,
it is mind numbing. And then you feel like dog shit. You feel really guilty about that.
Yeah.
Because, you've wanted this and you're made for this and
especially if you like had trouble getting pregnant or whatever.
Absolutely.
And now you're like, this actually sucks. When I was nannying like by myself, at the end of the day, I'd be like, what did I do with my brain today?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
you have to do extra work.
Entire creative outlet was like dressing her and doing her hair. And like, thank God for that, because it was.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to the television thing, parents having something to do, some interaction. So yeah, so for introverts, you want to be reading a book or watching a show or scrolling your phone, and instead you're like spooning applesauce into this baby's mouth 1,600 times a week and then cleaning it all up and starting over.
Yeah.
Like,
bro, babies who can't smile back are very hard. It's very difficult to not have that kind of emotional exchange.
Babies who do smile back, but they're like crawling all over, climbing the furniture, trying to die, and all you're doing is like saving them from themselves all day long. It like takes up just enough of your brain.
Right. To where it's not restful. You're not actually.
It's not restful. It's not interesting. You can't have your own thoughts or whatever. I mean, I did like when I was working that live-in client over the summer that I've talked about, I had an audiobook in my ear pretty much constantly.
Our mutual friend who did plowed through audiobook. I mean, it was astonishing, genuinely astonishing.
I did like the entire Agatha Christie collection.
I think she did some Game of Thrones. It was genuinely, it was crazy. But I think the point that connects all of this to what we were just talking about is that the parents have lives. The parents are entities of themselves. So that I want that to bring us to.
Well, and are we done talking about Rugrats? Because I have one more thing to say about Rugrats.
Say it.
Which I think was pretty abnormal for the time, although it was starting to come around. The dads were there as much as the moms.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, in Chucky's case, the dad was the exclusive solo parent. R.I.P. Chucky's mom.
She was a real one.
She was a baddie, I bet. Married to Chaz.
Honey, I bet Chaz fucks. Can I be honest?
Oh, geez. All right. Well, now we have to go here. Like, which one of the Rugrats dads?
Right.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and say Stu because, not Stu, Drew.
Drew. You were Drew.
That's
girl.
what I mean. Drew, because
obviously.
I'm Charlotte. So.
And he's blonde.
We are not having an Angelica, though. My child. That's my sister. My child is not going to be.
Wow. Honestly, though, your sister does kind of look like Angelica.
I know.
Oh, I see. You've already done this mentally. I see.
Yeah. Also, that show came out when she was little. So it was just very easy to.
Little on the nose. Yeah. So in the name of parents having their own identity, being their own person, the notes that I have for don't tell mom the babysitter's dead.
What a movie.
These are the notes. Are you ready for this? To make sure the points that we hit?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck y'all. I'm going to Europe.
Correct.
They know.
Listen, why wouldn't you go to Europe, leave your kids, your teens and preteens, and your small child? I think
no. There was
a young one.
No, I think there's one Hamish's age.
Well, there's the one who bought the ring for his girlfriend. She was my moon goddess. But then I think there was like a little sister. Okay, so there was Sue Ellen, Swell.
Yeah. Oh my God. Icon.
I'm right on top of that, Rose. Then there was Kenny, the like stoner brother.
Mm-hmm.
The dishes are done, man.
Have you, and I mean this sincerely, in your entire adult life ever ever
done dishes without saying to myself, the dishes are done, man.
I have not.
0 times.
No times have that happened.
No times has
not
that
when
happened.
I had COVID, not when I was in labor, not when my mom died. Like,
through your tears.
the
dishes are done, man.
You're laughing because you know that I do this.
It's I absolutely, you think I don't? The number of times when my assistant texts me something she needs me to do and I say, I'm right on top of that, Rose. I'm not. I'm often not.
She won't listen to this.
That's the whole point of saying I'm right on top of that, Rose. That's her voice you hear at the beginning of the podcast. But I don't think she listens. She didn't have kids. Okay, so then there was the like pre-teen, like 13-year-old brother.
Girl.
No, the brother who had the girlfriend Cynthia. She was my moon goddess because he used some of the money to like buy her jewelry.
Remember, it's a chip.
It's a chip. You bought her a diamond. It's a chip. My moon goddess. And then I think there was like not a baby, but like a little one. There had to be. It wouldn't have been funny if there wasn't.
Are you trying to tell me that there was not a girl?
That's what I'm saying. I think there was like a little girl.
All right.
Okay, we're looking this up. While you look this up,
look it up.
because you know what, I actually have a little bit of a pet peeve about podcasts where people just say shit.
Just say some things.
Just say some
out
things
in the world.
And I'm like, this is not live. You can look this up.
You definitely can.
And you are
well.
wrong.
So, but while I'm doing that though,
Dan Savage, the woman who wrote Heated Rivalry, is queer. She is not straight.
Good to know.
Also, Jillian on True Crime Obsessed, people do run out of gas when they have cars. I have done it many times.
Oh God, listen, Jillian. I don't want to fucking hear about it.
It was like a scammer criminal person who turned out to be a thing, but they like said that they ran out of gas, and she notoriously grew up in New York City and never got a driver's license and whatever. And she's like, that's so stupid. Like, you don't just run out of gas. And I was like, the fuck you don't.
Let me tell you about being an adult human being who has done that on multiple occasions in multiple cities and states.
Yes.
We're not going to do this.
We're not
Jillian.
gonna. Just you don't drive a car, so don't pretend you know.
So then, okay, fine. While
I'm
looking
talking about
this
the
up,
mom fucking off to Europe. I think that what that really is a statement to the kids were like fuck ups, right? Kenny was always getting stoned with his friends. Sue Ellen was just like, doing whatever, cheerleading or whatever. And they had no choice but to step up and figure out how to buy food, support the little kids, get shit done. And they all grew up from this forced independence the kids don't even get now when they're in college and after college.
yeah, for sure.
Like,
I mean, they don't. I'm telling you, it's very challenging to do it right now. I have told my kid a few different times, I wish that I were raising you in 1997. Like, I wish I were my mom.
yeah.
Because, oof.
And I mean, something that is not talked about enough, and I think we need to talk about more, is I think the reason parents are so much more stressed and overwhelmed than our parents were is because you're expected to not only be aware of and watch your kid 24/7, but also like entertain them 24/7. Like, fuck no. They got a break from us. They sent us out in the morning and we came home at night.
Wait, I totally forgot David Duchovny does some time in this.
Wait, he's not the boyfriend.
No, that's
oh no, he's like the
Charles.
the villain's boyfriend.
Yeah.
The sister. So she's the sister of the hot dog guy.
This does not help. IMDb is ruining everything about my life, and I hope that they get hear this. No, I don't. Okay. So the kids swell.
Mm-hmm.
And FYI, she is going on a vacation to not Europe. Whoops.
Oh, I didn't think so. Yeah, it's
Australia.
far. It's real far.
With her boyfriend. It's a vacation. It is not a work trip. Honey, it is not a work trip. She
She's
said,
just like,
fuck these kids.
Hired a random old ass mean lady.
That's correct.
That you've never met before. We have basically no way to contact you except to like call twice.
For $40 a piece.
$40 a minute.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like,
okay, we're both correct. Are you ready? Yes. So there's swell, right? And then there's 15-year-old Kenny,
Sure.
who I thought would be a little
He becomes
older.
a chef and he goes to culinary
He
school.
goes to culinary school. Look at
It's so
Kenny.
great.
14-year-old Zach. See, this is why
they're close.
This is why she needs this vacation.
Seriously.
So it's Swell, who is 17, then 15-year-old Kenny, 14-year-old Zach,
with the moon goddess.
my moon goddess, 12-year-old Melissa,
Sure.
who I know I remember because I kind of had a crush on her, and 10-year-old Walter. And remember, Walter breaks his little arm. Oh my God, remember Walter? Anyway, they hire Mrs. Sturak, and she dies to death.
Immediately.
She could not die faster, which is
Right
good
away.
because, I mean, that's a big plot point.
And the reason why Swell needs to like get this corporate job and all this stuff is because they accidentally leave all the money that the mom left. She left this big fat envelope full of cash and it's in the old lady's pocket. So they have no babysitter, great, no money,
Very bad.
very bad. And they do not want the mom to come back from Australia. Even if they did, it would take weeks.
And think about how much it would cost to fly back that fast.
What they didn't want to happen was for her to get another babysitter.
True.
Because she would have just gotten another babysitter. But they did not want that. Anyway, yes, fuck off to Australia.
Yeah, girl.
Let your kids figure it out. You know, I want to say I hate comparing children to animals, but I kind of don't because I think a lot of the principles are the same. Like when I have sleep trained the baby of anyone who has interacted with horses, they're like, oh my God, this is just like horses. They pick up on your emotions. They pick up on your energy. You have to have like a firm hold on the reins or they don't trust you. You have this relationship. You're not the boss of the horse. That horse could stomp you and kill you if it wanted to. But the horse trusts you to like have these boundaries and have this like authority. And if you are like slack on the reins and you're flopping around, the horse is going to be like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm not going to jump over shit for you.
Absolutely.
And when you build that relationship with your horse, it's like really beautiful. And it's the same thing with your kids. So what I was going to say is that I've talked about my sister's dogs before. They are very anxious. They're getting better. She's done a lot of training with them.
Yeah.
You know, when they took a huge leap forward was when they went on vacation for like a weekend and left the dogs with me and my mother and Alex. And they love and trust my mother. She's Grammy, but they're big and she like can't walk them because if they bolt or pull, she'll fall down. She's 72. Like she did not feel, she feels very safe watching them like in her home. But she lives in a condo. She can't really let them out. She also can't sleep out. So she couldn't sleep at my sister's house and let them out in the yard.
Wait, why?
She's just an anxious mess.
She
She can't sleep
won't.
anywhere.
She can't sleep.
She won't sleep out. So we concocted this plan basically where Alex and I had friends at our house, but we all live really close to each other. So I was like, Alex and I will take the dogs out for walks while you have them. And then they'll sleep there with you and whatever. She's like, I don't even care if they pee on my floor. Like, I'll just clean it up. It's fine. But like, we sort of collectively took care of them. And they love her. She's one of their top people, like basically three, mom, dad, and Grammy. And then they were starting to get to like me, but they were scared of Alex. He's very tall. And they're worried about men who isn't.
Yeah, for sure.
But
that's safe.
after this like long weekend of us taking care of them, they were totally different. I mean, they still, you know, acted out a little bit when like, you know, Kim and Jeff got home and stuff, but they just overall are so much calmer around other people because they were sort of forced to just cope with it. And it wasn't a total stranger. She didn't like randomly pull in someone they never met before to like watch them for the weekend.
It's no Mrs. Strurek.
Right. But their comfort level just grew so much. It also reminds me of something a client told me years ago, which is that her older child, who was like 3, he was in daycare part-time. He'd go like 2 days a week, and he was having a hard time with it. He was having a hard time going. He's having a hard time separating. And she asked the daycare teacher, she was like, what should we do? Should we pull him out? And the daycare teacher said, no, you should send him more.
5 days a week, baby.
5 days a
Absolutely.
week.
I was going to say the same thing.
The mom was like, okay, we'll give it a try. Like that.
Yeah.
It was his routine. It was a breeze.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then they'll fight
5
you.
days a week.
They'll fight you if you try to not go. They're
my God.
pissed on the weekends. It's
Every
crazy.
student I had when I taught preschool special ed who cried their entire first day, resisted everything, was the one who was the most obsessed with school. I got notes all the time. Like, he woke up, he had a meltdown on Saturday because
it's
he
hard on the
wasn't gonna come
weekends
to
to
school
not
and
go
see
to
you.
school,
Like,
man. Absolutely.
it was so, yeah. So I think pushing the little birdies out of the nest.
Well, because they could have it all if we just provide them the opportunities. Now, who else tried to have it all? Can you think of a TV character? Little Irish lady named Murphy Brown.
Oh, sure. I mean, she did have it all, though.
Yeah, that's the point. Like, she had it all. Now, we will get to the fact that there is a 30 Rock episode entitled Murphy Brown Lied to Us.
Tell me everything. I'm not as familiar with 30 Rock as you. I do love it.
Yeah, I do. We'll get to that in a second. But for right now, Murphy Brown is so well known for being this single mother who did this by choice and, had a super big deal, high paying job. What do you mean? Isn't the choice to have
Oh,
the
sure.
baby?
No, but I think that right
now
the nomenclature of single
contextually.
mother by choice is like used a donor and got pregnant intentionally on purpose. She got pregnant accidentally and made the choice to raise the baby, which is still a big deal. I just want to distinguish that there are people who go into this.
Oh my God, Planet
like
Cheese wants to
100%.
Sure.
Intentionally from the jump.
She had a choice to make and said, I'm going to be a single mom. And did it and had this kick-ass job and, was really, really good at it. And
in a time where it was extremely weird to do that.
Very, very. Like I tell this all the time because I think it matters. My first flight was at 6 weeks because my mom had an audition and we got on a flight from the downtown airport in Greenville and flew to Charleston, did that audition and flew back. Her best friend went with her for me.
Yeah.
Right. And you know what I mean? Because like it was huge. Her career was huge. It was a big deal. And that was weird. She got a lot of shit for that.
Oh, sure.
So for Murphy Brown to be on TV doing that was so cool.
Yeah.
But also, can we just shout out Elvin? Hey, Tomato Cheese.
Elvin. Her painter.
He was a painter.
Who never stopped painting.
Hey, he wore the painting clothes all the time.
He wore painted clothes all the time.
It was just his thing.
What a sitcom fucking character that was, right? I do miss that. I don't miss the parenting relationship, straight relationship dynamic from 90s sitcoms.
Agreed.
But I do miss, like, remember Cody on Step by Step?
Absolutely, I do. With
the hot cousin who like lived in the driveway.
In the camper, in the driveway. And he had 7.5 brain cells. And we were all like, smash.
Still would.
Would. Next question.
Would smash.
No, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Elvin the painter. And, he probably wasn't experienced with babies.
No.
But he was there and he pitched in. And then she hired him as her nanny.
And guess what? Just exactly like the don't tell mom the babysitter's dead thing. I almost said don't tell mom the babysitter's club, which I got to tell you, we really need to take it there. Like that's a crossover that we really need to do. Because they could have just called the baby.
They could have just called the babysitter's club.
Okay. Can you imagine like the rotation of people coming in and out? Like it's like Christy coming
with her kid to take care of the 15-year-old brother.
And there's like the bong smoke in Christy's face. And she's like, I'm pretty sure Mother wouldn't think that.
Oh, Christy would straighten him out in a second. Are you kidding me? No, Christy would slap him across the face, be like, do the dishes for real, dude. And that would be that. Oh, yeah. You're returning this fucking piece of jewelry. Zach.
It's a chip.
She was my moon goddess.
I gotta be honest with you, and this is gonna be unbelievably controversial, and I'm so sorry that I'm saying that it's on your podcast, but sometimes when I see people post pictures of jewelry, I think to myself, it's a chip. I'm so sorry, but I do.
So mean. She's so mean.
I am. Well, sometimes it's a chip.
She is the most bougie Southern antique furniture, fucking heirloom linens.
Please understand that we won't need to spend any time on this, except that the notes on this just say a goofy movie. And the notes say dogs, right? just to clarify, they're dogs.
Wait, you know what? I have more to say about Murphy Brown.
Oh, wonderful.
I think people get too uptight about who is taking care of their kids.
7 snaps for that.
I've told this story before. My friend Rachel, who is a single mom by choice.
Real choice.
When he was first born in 2022, her baby, she asked me to babysit him when she had to go to like a follow-up doctor's appointment. He was like 2 weeks old or something.
Okay.
And I had it all lined up. I was going to babysit him. And then I was exposed to COVID. I didn't have COVID, but it was at the time where we were still like real careful about that. I had been with a friend who was diagnosed or tested positive. And so she was like, okay, she's like, yeah, you probably shouldn't babysit. I was like, I probably shouldn't babysit. I'm so sorry, yada, yada. So she asked another friend of ours. And that friend was like, I have never in my life taken care of a newborn. And Rachel was like, until 2 weeks ago, I hadn't either. You'll be fine. I'm going to feed him before I go. You're going to keep him alive for an hour and a half. And then I'm going to come back and it's going to be fine. And it was.
Correct.
And it was. And she has just, because she benefits from having support, has not been overly precious about who's involved with her baby. And I think it has been so beneficial to both her and him. Like, she did say, which was very cute, my mom, when they come down to our house and they're like outside and stuff, my mom loves him and she loves to play and hang out with him. And they go in the pool and they make up games and it's so cute. Stuff this woman never went in the pool when I was a child. And I don't mean like the 2 times a summer we were near a pool she didn't go in. I mean, we were at the pool in our neighborhood every freaking day. And this woman did not touch the water ever.
She didn't wear the bathing suit there.
What?
She probably didn't wear a bathing suit there.
Homie. You think Susan Clement was not in her bikini on her lounge chair getting a tan?
Oh, sure.
You are wrong, but the 80s hair was coiffed. The makeup was on. She was not going in the water.
Straight out of Stranger Things.
Now, as great auntie / Gigi to all these children, she is splashing around, playing with toys. I'm like, who are you? Meanwhile, I'm the one who's like, don't get my hair wet.
I have an incredible picture of my mother giving my 18-month-old child coffee. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, what is happening?
I love those memes that are like, my parents suddenly have a lot of McDonald's money that they didn't used to have.
Yeah, it's incredible how much leeway that they're willing to give.
Anyway, Rachel said to me, I think my mom and Zuriel were like alone in the backyard. And Rachel's like, oh, I never worry. She's like, I love when your mom watches him because I know she's even more paranoid than I am. So she trusts her. Is there any more? Give me a little.
I would probably agree with that.
A little bubbly ASMR there. So anyway, our lessons are have a queer platonic polycule.
Yeah.
Let your beloved painter become your nanny.
Yeah. Toss a bunch of similar, not same, similarly aged grouping kids in an age-appropriate playroom with their imaginations, a couple of toys and some books. And let your legs do the walking.
throw your teenagers directly into the deep end by making them grow the fuck up overnight.
And believing that they can.
Honestly, the fact that her mom was mad that a fashion show was going on in the backyard when she got home was...
Girlfriend, they put on a fashion show. Like, that's amazing. That's an event. As somebody who has done event, I mean, you know this, I've been doing events since I was 22. That's a lot of work. It's unbelievable. It's
well,
almost
you told
like
me
it's
earlier
a full-time...
today you were a production assistant on Oklahoma when you were 6.
Who was?
So, listen, start them young.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah, get yourself an Elvin, like you said. A Goofy movie. Dogs, right?
Single dad, Goofy. I mean,
Single
good
dad
for
king.
him.
Absolutely. I also have down here Dawson's parents boning.
Tell me everything.
You didn't watch Dawson's Creek because you were a little bit too old to have caught the wave.
Yeah,
You're already
like it was
college.
on. No, I think I was like age appropriate for them, but it was just not my vibe.
Sure.
I was watching Friends reruns. I don't...
Word. Yeah. So Dawson's Creek, though, affected a great many of us, if I may. And one of the like beginning setups for establishing characters was that Dawson's parents were like real into each other and liked to bone.
I love
Like
that.
on the coffee table in the middle of the afternoon. Not ideal
Incredible.
for a home with people walking in and out of it. And absolutely incredible, if I were to be married for that length of time, you'd better be trying to fuck me on this coffee
you have
table.
a 16-year-old kid and you're still fucking horny for each other as my mom is for the guy in the band.
I love him so much. I bet he's playing Eagle songs and she's just like, I love this.
No. Well, I don't want to give away too much details just in case. I'm hyperbolizing. She likes him. She likes his band. It is it's an Irish band. They play Irish folk songs.
I'm about done with this conversation. I'm about to have to call this lady. I also have Rachel Green and Ross Geller, Emma and Ben.
So that, I mean, there's definitely some real life parenting that happens in that show. Some. Honestly, more than anything else, I think there's real life aunting.
Look alive, Judy!
Monica Bang. Monica Bang. Ducks have heads. What kind of scary ass clowns came to your birthday? Yeah, I mean, I think that's sort of the opposite of real life parenting, because how often did you see Ross and Rachel together with no Emma? And like, where is she?
Yeah.
Who is watching her? There was the episode with the Manny, Freddie Prinze Jr. Okay, there's a lesson. Don't be sexist.
Don't be sexist and hire that Manny girl.
His Madeleines were light as air. We know who's gonna be the Grumpus. Can we make a podcast where we just quote Friends?
There is this new poetic form that's originated by Jericho Brown, he's a big deal poet at Emory.
The name sounds familiar.
He's a big deal poet, and he's out of Emory University, which is local to me. And so he originated this poetic form called a duplex. And I have created several duplexes out of just lines from like I did one with lines from Succession. I did one with titles of Twilight Zone episodes.
Oh, I want to read these poems. Why don't I know about them?
I'll do what you tell me, even if it doesn't make any sense, and I don't care.
One just random side note. I really want there to be 10 to 20% of high school just devoted to like being a person in the world.
Oh, yeah.
In so many ways. And maybe there's a like months long unit on like organizing your finances and that kind of stuff, whatever. But I do think there should be like a brief workshop, 30 minutes, an hour long, that every high school student in America has to go through, called How to Use a Microphone Properly. Because even if you don't ever intend to be a podcaster, a singer, a performer in any way, you are going to give a eulogy at your grandpa's funeral.
Yeah.
You are going to volunteer to be the announcer at the 50-50 for the Lions Club or what the fuck ever. and everyone talks into the microphone like this, and it's terrible.
Yeah.
And so often I am like, everyone needs to just learn how to use a microphone.
Yeah.
Even if, or karaoke. Stop.
Well, it does not help that music videos had cut my life into pieces. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Like,
even then, I think they're doing a better job. I don't know. Well, also they have professional sound engineers. Like you gotta help the people out when you don't have the professional sound engineers.
bless their hearts.
So wait, let's go back to, first of all, I want to hear your poems, but the 30 Rock Murphy Brown lied to us.
Yes. So in season 6, there is an episode called Murphy Brown Lie. I think it's called that. I trust myself, but now that in your podcast you want facts, not
I do want
fiction.
facts. I mean, if you're a little bit off, it's fine. But when the podcast hosts just like riff about something that they are totally incorrect about, I'm like,
No,
stop.
I'm bang on. Yeah. Season 6, episode 18, Murphy Brown lied to us. And Liz Lemon is always trying to have it all. She's trying to balance career and personal life. She's trying to, maybe have a romantic life or a family or whatever. She's always wanted to have kids. And in this episode, it is like super evident that there is no way to do it and you're gonna fucking fail and you're being set up. Like how much women are being set up
Yes.
to fail here.
Yes.
Even with honestly the best support sometimes.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it was just a commentary on that, which essentially the whole show is.
Well, and frankly, Murphy Brown was not perfect.
Yeah, sure.
She was far from perfect, and she had a lot of help and a lot of support. I mean, I think her painter moved in with her, maybe. I don't
No, Elvin definitely moves in.
And she had her friends, and she had money.
She did. She had
She
a very
was
well
very well
established.
resourced.
She had a very well established career. And, she even had, famously, she had inept support at work, but she did have support at work.
She had support at work. She, was at a place where she could take time off, work from home, do whatever. And I think that it's so critical.
Yeah.
And it's really not addressed as just such a key element.
Well, and in the episode, I mean, it's very like kind of on the nose. I mean, there is literally a woman in an elevator that Liz is in, like on the phone saying, well, who's going to take care of the baby? I still have to do X and Y and Z. And she's saying into the phone as she's, rocking her crying baby in the elevator of 30 Rock, Murphy Brown lied to us. She lied.
Yeah. Honestly.
It's so easy to feel like that. You know what I mean? I feel like that sometimes, but honestly, being, like we're saying, being resourced, being in community, being respected in your professional community, all of those things go a long way. A long way. Listen, I don't have any other things on here, but I just want you to know that this is one of my favorite things that I've ever had to do for work.
We do so many fun things for work.
It is so true. But doing the little notes for this was so funny. I got to actually write down with my iPad a Goofy movie, dogs, right?
Did she die too, the mom in that?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it since I
Goofy
watched
movie?
it with like kids I babysat for 100 years ago.
Well, she doesn't die in the movie, but it's canon.
No,
that
but like she's
there's
dead.
yeah.
It's like a
lot of dead
Finding
moms
Nemo situation.
In
Well, I
Disney.
mean, that's
we
the
love
thing.
that.
But that's the thing with Disney. Like when you have two well-adjusted parents who love you, there's no movie.
As I've said about someone we both know and love who you might be getting married to, in the very beginning, I thought, his parents love each other and him. What are we going to fucking talk about?
It was weird to like get used to that. One of the first questions I ask new people when I meet them, new adults, not maybe the first, it's a little weird to come out swinging like that, but like, just in conversation, are your parents still together? And if they say yes, I follow up with, should they be?
Yeah. Is that a good idea?
More often than not, the answer is no.
Oh, for sure.
But sometimes it's yes, which is really cute.
Oh,
It's very inspirational. Like Rebecca, her parents are like obsessed with each other.
That's
I
lovely.
love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Give us more of that.
Give me more of that. And it's nice having those role models and not thinking that being married for X number of years means you're not having sex, you're bickering constantly, your
Estranged.
husband is a loser who's a misogynist and
Yeah. Who hates
whatever,
you?
and who hates
and probably
you,
all women.
and you hate him, and like, what was that? Was it not Jim Belushi? Some other show, I forget what it's called, but Jamie Gertz was the wife, and she is stunning. So gorgeous. And the husband was literally a short, bald toilet salesman.
Wow.
And I'm just like, Jamie Gertz, what are you doing?
Yeah. Get it together, girlfriend.
Yeah.
And on that note, I think we're going to leave it. Get it together, girlfriend. You need to be more like Dee Dee Pickles.
You need to be more like Dee Dee Pickles.
Look to Dee Dee Pickles to
or
lighten up your life.
Swellen's mom in Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
Hell yeah.
Or the Nanny Muppet Babies.
Go get fucked in Australia, babies. We love you so much.
We love you so much. Bye.
Bye.
To be sure you never miss an episode, be sure to follow in your favorite podcast app. We'd also love to connect with you on social media. You can find us on Instagram at Happy Family After or at our website, happyfamilyafter.com. On our website, you can also leave us a voicemail with any questions or thoughts you might have, and you can roast your baby. Talk to you soon.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Parenthood Prep. If you want to learn more about the services Devin offers, as well as access her free monthly newborn care webinars, head on over to www.happyfamilyafter.com.